Hey everyone, this is Unlock24, and today is going to be a short video because I've just been having a ton of problems with my computer, so I really can't do much on it. I can't do any descriptions or thumbnails or anything on that. So what we're going to be talking about today is the new cards that they added to the card trader, and what my thoughts are on that. And first of all, they added Supervise, which it's a card that I've been waiting for a bit because I really do enjoy that Gemini deck, and I think this is going to be a great addition. However, if you do play Geminis, I do suggest that you pick it up. However, the deck will need more support in order for it to be viable in any form or fashion. What this does is it gets you two monsters with a butterfly. So maybe you might be able to do something with maybe Magical Merchant, activate the effect, and then have a butterfly, equip it to the butterfly, activate Supervise, activate Butterfly's effect, get the Butterfly's effect, get one monster, and get the Supervise, get the second monster. What this card really does is whenever they release Gigaplant, it allows Gigaplant to OTK. So whenever Gigaplant gets released, I think that this card is going to be one of the MVPs of that deck, as it has been in the past. We will be waiting for Gigaplant and Lone Fire Blossom as well. And you can run the deck with just that. You don't need the Spore or anything else. You can just run a straight up Gigaplant beatdown. So if you run Geminis, I do highly suggest that you pick up a copy, otherwise don't. The second card, it's Overdrive Teleporter. Now, if you played in real game, you know that this is an extremely good card, and eventually ends up getting one of the like a top tier deck that you can make with this. And then I think there was something or some sort of psychic deck that was doing good that was running this card as well. And its effect is if this card cannot, it says if this card cannot be special summoned, you can pay 2,000 life points to special summon 2 level 3 psychic type monsters from your deck. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. So that effect is extremely good and allows for a lot of OTKs, and whenever synchro summons come out, it kind of tutors that as well. But overall, for now, I do suggest that you pick up 2 copies. Most decks were running 2 copies, I think, and that was it. So that card overall, it's gonna be really good. It's not gonna be doing anything here anytime soon, but eventually it'll get extremely good. Alright, so the next one, it's Eco Mystical Spirit of the Forest, and it says plant effect. When you take damage from your opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took. Also, both players take no further effect damage this turn. So this is a really good card, and I think it is a card that we needed because Taya is just everywhere, and this kind of counters it a little bit, but not, nothing too crazy. I think what most people are going to do is going to be using it against Taya, and they're going to be using the fact that it's going to be a beat stick 17 attack, and it's a plant. So there's a ton of things that you can do with it, and whenever you use it against Taya, it'll be to where you can out damage her faster than she can burn you for a game. So overall, the cards, it's going to be okay. It's a good beat stick. Next one, Super Soldier Synthesis. Now, I do think that this card has potential to change the game. A lot of people are gonna look at it and they're gonna think it's bad, it's not worth it or anything. However, the thing here is that it sends one monster from your hand and the other monster from the deck. So it's not 2 monsters from your hands; it's 1 from your hand and 1 for the deck. And not only that, but it sends 1 dark monster and 1 light monster. So whenever towards the end of the act, after you've summoned your Black Duster Soldier, you will be able to summon a Chaos monster whenever those become available. Or I think there's only 2 that are available right now. Well, I could be wrong, but this card will be, or could be, or has potential to be really good here in the near future. If they release some of the Chaos cards, like Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Emperor Dragon, which I doubt they'll release, Bloodluster Soldier also. I mean, there's a ton of Chaos cards that do come out eventually, and I think this card has potential, even though I think it's just a rare. But in my opinion, it does have some potential. So overall, if you're gonna pick up some copies, I do highly suggest that you pick up at least 2 copies of Overdrive Teleporter and Supervise if you play Geminis. But if you don't play Geminis, just don't mess with Supervise because it is an ultra rare, and I can understand why it's an ultra rare, because it does tutor an OTK deck, and an extremely good OTK at that. So do pick up a couple copies of that for Geminis. Now the deck, today I really don't have any replays. I haven't had much time. Again, I've been dealing all afternoon with my computer being messed up, and what it did, it got stuck in a boot loop after it did an update, and I've been trying a ton of things to fix it, and it looks like all my files are gone. And I did have a project on there for work, so I'm gonna have to be like I'm gonna be way busier, if that's even a word. Here in the next couple of days, trying to redo all of that and redo my work and everything, because the project that I was working on had taken me like weeks to do. So I was toying around with this deck earlier, but I wasn't really doing anything. I didn't record anything. And one more thing before I do let you guys go is that a lot of you wanted me to show you the farm deck that I use, and a lot of the times I really don't farm as much, and I don't really try or have the time to farm, and I'll show you how many keys I have. I should have a massive amount because I haven't farmed in like forever. Let's see, wait for the load. 673, which I think for the dark ones you don't get as many. 673, 24, 28, 37, 11. She's in Duel World. 3103, 1706. So yeah, I haven't farmed in a good bit. But the deck that I do use, it's a little bit of an expensive deck, but I think if you've been playing for a while, you should have everything for it. Otherwise, just try like the standard Cerberus, which is what I used to use like whenever I started, just played Cerberus, and that's not it. This is it. So this is the farm deck. I'm using one Sphere Karibo, and the only reason I'm using it is because it has that holographic foil on it, and you get the extra points whenever you use it. 2 Millennium Scorpions, and this, I think that's the primary card, and you want to get Millennium Scorpion over 15. What is it? Over 5,000. It says each time this card destroys one monster on your opponent's side of the field by battle and sends it to the graveyard, this card gains 500 attack. And I do run 2 of those. Then I run 3 Leotors, which Leotor is just a 2,000 attack beat stick, and it can just be up there and not do anything, because your opponent can't really attack red because they're bots, and they don't have anything over 2,000 unless you're playing against Kaiba. Then I play Disc Blade Riders, which you can substitute for another level 4, whatever. It doesn't have to be that. 1 Toy Magician, same thing. You can substitute for another level 4. I was using something with like the 7 weapons, which is a warrior. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but it's a monster that can you name like an attribute or a type, and whenever it attacks that, it goes up to 2,000. I was using that, but then I switched out to this one because that's a level 3 and these are level 4. And the farm card is Gravekeeper's Vassal, which I'm pretty sure you're aware of that, of how to use it. Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm just using it for a tribute, and then because it has that hollow foil on it as well, that prismatic foil. 2 Union attacks, and then 1 Gravity Axe Arrow. Same thing, just prismatic, and that's the only reason I'm using it. Shooting Star Bow Seal. Enemy Controller. 3 Insect Imitations, and 1 Stop Defense. So what you really want to do is you want to buff the Millennium Scorpions by attacking your opponent's defense, and then keep attacking until it gets to like 4,000, maybe even 5,000. Most of the time you get it to 6,000. Of course, you do that by summoning this, activating the Insect Imitation, getting the Scorpion out, and then after that you start attacking. And most of the time you'll never need to defend or anything like that, because the Scorpion does go or get high extremely fast. And so do use the Sphere Karibo as soon as you get it. Don't be saving it or anything like that. And you can use this for almost all players except for Kaiba, Joey, and Mai. For those you have to have a separate deck that they use. But you can use this deck for everything else, and this is the farm deck that I'm using. Again, yes, I do know and I do understand that it is extremely expensive. However, like I said, if you've been playing for a while, you shouldn't have a problem having all these cards. The Scorpions, you get them from farming. What's his face? The dark guy with the Gravekeeper, not the Gravekeepers, but the zombies. Odeon, and these you get out of that first pack. The very first pack. I can't remember what the name of it is. This one, like I said, you don't need this one. You can replace it with any other level 4. This one you get it from I think Yu-Gi-Moto, the regular one, the tiny one. And this one you get it from getting, what is it? I think it is the Gravekeeper girl with, you have to get her level 4 to get that. There's that Yu-Gi-Moto, and then everything else. I mean, you don't have to run anything else except for the insect imitations. The insect imitations, that were extremely hard to get. I am gonna let you know that you do have to farm for the insect imitations first, because it'll take you a while for you to get them if you're just starting. So do go for the insect imitations, and then once you get that, go for the Scorpions. So as long as you have one Scorpion, you can run the deck. You don't need to. I just run 2 for consistency, but as long as you have one, you should be fine. So I think that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave a comment down there in the comment section below. And if you are enjoying my content, I do highly suggest that you do subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you didn't, go ahead and leave a dislike and let me know why it is that you're disliking it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.